Here we go again.
Prior to the release of My Little Pony: A New Generation, Clownfish TV put out a video claiming the movie would be an allegory about Twitter and the divisiveness it causes, and that it was propaganda for how Twitter was going to play the hero and bring everyone back together. Also, something about California bringing back segregation, all while mocking the film's synopsis and character designs for incredibly petty reasons and doing a laughably bad job of pretending to give a shit about any of it. Needless to say, it was quite a stupid video, so much so that I actually made a response to it. Fast forward to after the movie dropped, and apparently they did another video, which I can already tell is going to be even dumber. Now, I wasn't originally planning to do a response to this. I don't want to be a call-out channel, and I'd prefer to just avoid Clownfish as much as I can, but one of my viewers asked me to, and I was already working on a different response video, so it would be a bit hypocritical of me to turn this one down, so what the hey. Now, I'm just going to be summarizing the points rather than EFAPing it, but I'll put a link to the original in the description in case you actually want to watch it for some reason. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Right off the bat, Neon admits that he hasn't seen the movie, so you just know this is going to be a well-informed take. I haven't seen it, and I have no intention to, but boy do I have opinions on it. Seems to be Clownfish's MO. And the MO of most channels in that sphere of YouTube, honestly. He calls Sprout an orange pony with Trump hair, apparently based on a bad screenshot. Now, considering that there are plenty of better quality images of Sprout all over the internet, I can only conclude that Neon did this on purpose. He wanted Sprout to be based on Trump so his viewers would get mad about it. Speaking of which, the first half of the video is mostly Neon commenting on a review of the film by the New York Times, which is unique among early reviews for really emphasizing its political themes, to the point that I would almost consider misrepresentation. Neon, of course, cites this as proof that the film is everything we were afraid it was going to be. Nothing manipulative or dishonest here. This is followed by another Clownfish classic. Back in the 1980s, the My Little Ponies fought Satan. Despite the attempt to feign outrage on behalf of G4 fans, he still can't help but remind everyone that cartoons peaked in the 80s. It's also further evidence of how little he knows or cares about the franchise because, well, you know. Next, he brings up the Nazi scare articles, in which various media outlets have tried, unsuccessfully thanks Celestia, to smear the MLP fandom as having some kind of endemic infestation of neo-Nazis, and postulates that the movie, which he hasn't seen, was meant specifically to lecture the fandom. As I went over in my previous video, this is the real reason why Clownfish is covering this topic. They're culture vultures, and anywhere they smell potential battle, they want in on it. Anyway, next comes the mandatory complaining about Twitter section, in which he claims that Twitter, as a collective, is offended by the film's use of fascist imagery and attempts to frame this as a gotcha. His source? 2 random tweets by one person. And finally, we end by complaining about the character designs and claiming the film won't age well and that nobody likes it except the critics. So yeah, that was Clownfish TV's take on A New Generation. I don't really have much else to say on it, to be honest. It's short, dumb, disjointed, and doesn't really contain anything of value. And my response honestly mirrors that. Thankfully, the movie's been pretty well received by the fandom, and my own worries turned out to be for naught. Mostly. Clownfish haven't made any more videos on the subject either, so hopefully that means I won't have to bother with them again, but you never know, they might try to stir shit up again when the next special airs. So once again, I encourage everyone to always be wary of culture warriors. Remember, they don't care about you or your fandom, they just want clicks and a personal army. Don't let them use you or turn you against your friends. Anyway, that'll be it for me. Big shout out to Angel Vasquez for suggesting I do this follow-up. I hope it's to your satisfaction. I'm the Rambling Rune Pony, thanks for watching.